and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing team number 1 from Brooklyn, New York, Homicide, and his tag team partner from Tokyo, Japan, Okada.
Could you have two more different, two more divergent styles and cultures than these two guys as a tag team? This is Brooklyn meets Tokyo.
Do you think that Okada's ever been anywhere near Brooklyn? I don't think so. I don't. What do you think, Mike?
Didn't check the itinerary, but I'm guessing no.
I guess not.
Their opponents from Los Angeles, California, Max and Jeremy Buck, the team of Generation Me.
I don't think Generation Me's ever been to Brooklyn either. That wouldn't be good. Anyway,
two kids from California.
Where are they from in California? Everybody just says that.
Do I look like I work for AAA or something? They're from California, Southern California. Max and Jeremy Buck, they're in there.
What's Southern California? That kind of covers a lot of area. Is it Los Angeles? Is it San Diego? Is it Irvine? Is it, help me out. You're from there. Help me out. Give me another town. Cal State Fullerton. Where are they from? A little north, right? Oh! That wasn't too nice of Okada.
I was just wondering, in terms of a tag team, and Taz, nobody knows this better than you, of course, how important an issue is communication between the partners.
Well, yeah, communication's everything. If oh wow, it's tough to work as a unit, a cohesive unit, if you can't speak the same language your partner has. I mean, most partners I had a tough time with me because they said I butcher the English language.
He didn't speak Tazisms.
No, there's a lot of them. Look at this!
Double team move. Generation Me turns it around on Homicide, and no questioning the communication issues when it comes to the brothers Buck, Max, and Jeremy. Generation Me.
Jeremy Buck just about almost tore Homicide's arm off his leg. And oof.
Wow, Homicide. Oh, well, that's pretty good communication and teamwork right there.
Yeah, well, sometimes, even, forget it. I'm not even going to say it. I had an idea, but I lost it. But, I hit the head too many times, Mike, you know what I mean?
Front suplex. Homicide turns it over to Okada from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
I like Okada. I like this kid's look, his style.
Wow.
Tremendous athlete. I've talked to some people in some dojos over there in Japan. It's a training facility, for those who don't know. And I've got a little scouting report on Okada.
Hit a couple of drop kicks, goes for the follow pin attempt, but only able to get two. Tremendous power and tremendous leg extension on both of those kicks.
Smart, keep Buck in your corner, tagging your partner Homicide, who's, deranged and nuts and a little bit of a psycho at times. Loose cannon, a loose cannon Latino. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's the good points.
Yeah.
When it comes to Homicide, uncorks the elbow, leaves his feet, and just drilled him right in the chest, and
Homicide
just they're in control. Yeah. Homicide and Okada.
Yeah, Homicide just looks like that guy. You just come up to you and just carjack it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Mike?
No, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, look at that belly-to-belly suplex. Awesome.
Goes for the quick pin attempt off the suplex.
I like that. I like
not
that.
Not able to put him away. I like this. Right back on him for another cover. That's the only way you're going to win. That's the hat trick right there.
I'll tell you what that's called. That's not called a hat trick. That's called tenacity. Tenacity!
Right in the face of referee. Brian Hebner, who's not going to back down. I don't know how wise that is.
Be careful. You gotta watch himself going to his rent-a-car later.
Well, they've cut off the ring. They've maintained control.
Wow, little Okada, he's doing a little.
They've exploited the count from the referee, taking that 5 count right up to the limit.
Look at Jeremy Buck. Very unorthodox offense by either Max Buck or Jeremy.
It ends in a DDT.
Sorry to interrupt you while I was talking, Mike. I apologize for that. I was in the middle of a thought. But here comes Max Buck.
Yep, get out of the middle and get to the end. Quick running shot across. And all of a sudden, Max Buck here's turned it around for Generation Me.
Look at that. Little Okada. Oh, Bulldog. Max Buck got him.
Leg hook. Homicide in just before the 3 count.
See that quick jab to the midsection of Jeremy Buck before Homicide got rid of Buck.
Uh-oh, gonna go Gringo Killer. Here he goes. Assist for his brother. Takes him over.
Right on the butt.
Right on the buck.
Right on the butt. Right on the button right there with that kick. Bucks are in control. Okada. He's in trouble.
It's the teamwork that Generation Me is known for, but oof. Okada had other thoughts, but then he got Drill right in the head with the super kick.
Oh, that 450 might be sayonara.
Oh, follow-up moonsault. Pin 2, Generation Me.
Here are your winners, Generation Me.
Generation Me looking sharp as they attack. Teamwork, cohesiveness was in the favor of Buck from the jump street here. Homicide, though, and Okada looked pretty good there, Mike.
Heck of a competitive tag team matchup.
Heck of it.
Max and Jeremy, Generation Me, they get the victory on Xplosion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing team number 1 first, from Brooklyn, New York, Homicide. His tag team partner from Tokyo, Japan, Okada.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brooklyn is a far away from Tokyo. Nice to wrestle in Japan. They used to fly a lot of times from Brooklyn International over to Narita in Tokyo. You'll fly to Brooklyn International?
Well, thank you for your itinerary, Taz.
And their opponents, the Prince of Punk, Shannon Moore, and Jesse Neal, the team of 8.
When you look at the tag teams in TNA, it's unbelievable depth throughout the roster. The 3Ds, the Beer Money's, the Motor City Machine Guns, and I could go on and on when it comes to great tag teams. But how about this young duo, recently put together as a team? We're talking about Inc. It's Shannon Moore and Jesse Neal. They're taking TNA by storm as a team.
Well, we've touched on it. I mean, both Shannon Moore and Jesse Neal have a lot in common, obviously, from a physical standpoint. Well, the tattoo, you know, the ink and the psycho-like, sick, Roman gladiator-like USC Trojan Mohawks.
That's right. Very good.
Thank you. I've done this before, Mike. So,
maybe we can get him to ride Traveler, the horse, here into the Impact Zone one day. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, that's the mascot right over there.
There you go.
Yeah, Reggie Bush, he used to ride that.
You're a big college football
Him and
guy,
the
I
other
know
chick,
that.
the other girl, Kim Kardashian.
Close enough.
Yeah, right, exactly.
One with the caboose.
Yeah, she's got a caboose, all right.
Oh, choo-choo.
You could shave 2 midgets at high noon with those things on top. Anyway, we're digressing, and right now we got Jesse Neal and Homicide. I mean, Homicide, we're from around the same area in Brooklyn. We got a lot of same, some of the same people, you know what I mean?
Really? That must be interesting.
Yeah, oh, yeah, well, Homicide here brings it. He's representing the BK in Brooklyn, and we got a mutual friend, our buddy Sanchez, Dirty Sanchez. He's out of East New York. Look at this now. Look at Jesse Neal.
No relation to the Jets quarterback, I'm guessing.
Oh, Mark Sanchez? No, Dirty's different. Dirty.
Just double check.
Yeah, no, he's good. Jesse Neal, impressive show of strength right there, and kind of a tough team, I think, to prepare for in Inc. Shannon Moore and Jesse Neal.
I think you maybe could say the same thing for Homicide and Okada.
Why is that?
I mean, the 2 different styles, what they bring to TNA.
No, I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with it?
I don't agree. I think it's your opinion. I don't agree with it.
That's exactly what it is.
Well, your opinion's wrong. How's that? I'll tell you what's right is that forearm shiver by Jesse Neal, but Okada followed up nicely, and Jesse Neal looks like he might be in another world right about now.
Opportunity here for Okada to continue the offense against Jesse Neal. Smart move, cutting off the ring. Taking Neal to the corner. Tag is in. The legal man is Homicide, who just rung the bell at Jesse.
You ever think about getting any tattoos, Mike? Do you have any tattoos?
Nothing I can talk about.
Okay. TMI, my friend, TMI, but right there.
What do you mean TMI? I'm telling you TMI.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know the Book of Dilligaff. That's Shannon Moore's MO.
What exactly is the Book of Dilligaff? You said you Googled it. What'd you find?
Do I look like I give up?
Hey.
All right, that's what Dilligaff means. And
you can't talk about that here. I know. I've heard all about that.
You got to call the hotline.
No, don't call the hotline. That was 10 years ago. 99 cents a minute, getting you nothing these days.
Yeah, well.
But remember,
kids
get your parents' permission, but whatever you do, call the hotline as Okada connects. Big-time drop kick. Cover. Well, you can't pin him while he's in the ropes.
That's why referee Slick Johnson is
just pointing it out.
All right, relax. Don't get hot, Mike. Jeez, you're like a psycho. Calm down. Decaf, my friend. Oh! Talk about psycho. I'm a psycho-like clothesline right there. by Jesse Neal. Here comes Shannon Moore.
How about that for a clothesline? Was that big time?
That was big time, followed by a drop kick, jump, and spin heel kick. He's living the Dilly Calf lifestyle. I love it.
Off the chop in the corner. Okada turns it around. Shannon Moore right into the crossed body block, but no, too only before Homicide makes the save.
Good quickness by Homicide to break that thing up. A lot of frequent tags by Okada and Homicide. But AK just a step ahead. Whoa!
Whoa! Shannon Moore dropped down. Over the top goes Okada. Now he can concentrate on Homicide alone.
That quick reversal, tagged himself in. Jesse Neal's the legal man. He did tag himself in, folks.
Morgasm by Shannon Moore.
Pardon me?
Jesse Neal's got Homicide. Morgasm, I said. He's got Homicide in his sights. Here's the spear.
I think you might have just had one.
Huh? 2, 3.
Here are your winners, the team of the
Well, the very unorthodox duo, very cool team, in my opinion, of Jesse Neal and Shannon Moore. Inc. Getting it done right here on Xplosion.
Gotta love it. Inc.
Gotta love it.
Remains on a roll.
On a roll.
Yep.
Yep.
That's all you need to say.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing, first of all, from Tokyo, Japan, this is Okada!
It's Mike Tenay and Taz welcoming you to this week's Xplosion exclusive matchup. One-on-one action, gonna go international style here with Japan's Okada set for a singles matchup.
And now, introducing his opponent. He is the TNA Xplosion Champion of the World, Douglas Williams.
Never relinquished the title belt, even though Kazarian became Xplosion Champion. And then at Sacrifice, Douglas Williams scored the win, the victory over Kazarian. And now, he not only has the championship belt, he has the official title as well.
Well, you know, in my view, Douglas Williams is the cornerstone of the X division. He's the glue that keeps that whole division intact, in my opinion, Mike. Kind of got like a little England versus Japan deal going on here.
What I talked about, international matchup on Xplosion this week. Did you miss that?
I wasn't even listening to
I didn't think so. Williams has been so outspoken. His anti-X division comments, especially as it pertains to the risk takers and the high flyers of the division, as we see Okada quickly spring up to his feet and then work on the arm of Douglas Williams. I think Okada here, with the training that he has, the background, the dojos in Japan, see if he can match Douglas Williams in terms of mat technique, Taz.
Well, I think he might be able to. Right there, you see the exhibited tremendous athleticism of Okada with a beautiful drop kick, followed up by another one. This guy must be watching some of my old matches.
Drop kick? Your matches? I'm not even going to call the cover on that. Huh?
Anyway, you see Doug Williams right there, how quick he stops Okada with a headbutt to the gut. Kind of like got that British type of street fighting style, like a street fighting man is Douglas Williams. Remember that song, Street Fighting Man?
Is that the Rolling Stones?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Short arm clothesline by Williams takes Okada directly down to the canvas. Right back on the offense, and now going to work the trapezius muscles there with the nerve hold.
Right there, look at Douglas Williams showing how ruthless he is. Trying to rip at the nostril region of Okada. You know,
powerful slam by the X Division champ, and Williams goes airborne. Perfectly placed knee drop, follow cover, and no, just two.
I see Douglas Williams, he doesn't lose his cool. He don't get frustrated. Okada had the wherewithal to kick out. And you don't see, Williams getting upset with referee Brian Hebner.
That's the experience that he brings to the X Division.
He don't freak out, you know what I mean? He's smart. The thinking man's wrestler. Catches, catch can. Oh, that bubble. Both men knocking their heads together. First day with my new tongue.
The bubble burst as Williams came out of the corner. Huh?
You say Okada, I say Okada.
You say tomato?
Tomato!
That's what I thought. Hebner puts in the count as Williams is the first to get to his feet, unleashes the uppercut. Okada answers with the shot, the punch, and you see the exchange here with Okada momentarily getting the better of it before the reversal. Shot off into the ropes, clothesline missed.
Speed, man. Oh, look at Okada. Kip up. Tell you what, this Okada's got some skills.
Before he ran into the big boot.
Oof, nice, sweet.
Similar to an STO type takedown there.
Every time I see this Okada, it reminds me of a guy I went to high school with, this guy Nat Birnbaum. Looks just like him.
Nat Birnbaum and Okada.
Yeah,
lookalikes, huh?
NAT, Nat. Oh, look at Okada now. He's gonna fly.
Missile drop kick off the top. Gonna try and beat the X Division champ right here. No on the verge of victory, but just two.
You don't think Okada looks like a Birnbaum?
Not even a Nat. Series of elbow shots to the side of the head. Gonna go sunset flip. Okada drops down instead. Stacks him up, hooks the legs, but no, another near fall.
Hey, Okada pushing the X Division champion to the limit. I mean, not the limit, but he's
pushing him to the limit. I thought several near falls. I got to agree with you. Backslide attempt, no good.
I was going to leave the cliches to you, Mike.
Oh, I'll take care of that. Overpowering move to take him down. What are you laughing about?
I'm not laughing.
How you popped yourself? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Huh?
All right, well, now Okada, I don't know what he's trying to do there.
He was going to try and elevate him with a back body drop just like that, okay?
Yeah, but you don't use your head to do it. You usually push the guy off the ropes and let momentum.
That's a little bit different. It's the way he taught him in New Japan.
How many back drops have you given? So relax, okay?
Watch this. Could be rolling chaos. Yeah, the theory suplex. Bam. Two. Got him.
Winner of the match, the X Division champion, Douglas Williams.
Well, that rolling chaos, I'll tell you what, I've done a few suplexes in my day. Never one like that. I'm a huge fan of that throw. And you see how Williams was able to hold the bridge with one arm, Mike.
I saw that.
All right, I'm just pointing it out. Just doing my job.
It's the mat technique that we talked about earlier.
All right, don't get hot.
So technically sound.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, the tag team of Kiyoshi and Okada.
Kiyoshi on the left, Okada on the right. Two great Japanese stars joining us here on TNA Xplosion. Hello, everybody. It's JP, Jeremy Borash, along with Taz. Back here in the wild, crazy arena we do this program in every week. Of course, this week we're seeing some great international stars.
Well, that's what it's all about. It's about being international. Listen to JB. You can be national when you're in the nation, but it's about being international at times, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Did that even make sense?
They are the tag team of Jesse Neal and Shane Moore is in.
And TNA's Tattoo Tag Team makes their way to the ring. Jesse Neal, Shannon Moore, and coming up on a pretty big anniversary, Taz. We've heard the Jesse Neal story. Absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
And coming up on actually the 12th of October, we've heard about 10-10-10 on the 12th of October. It'll be the 10-year anniversary of the bombing of the USS Cole, a big day.
Wow, that is.
And not only in American history, but certainly the history of Jesse Neal, who was on board that fateful day. And
well, that's good information. I mean, that's a good tidbit. I didn't know that, but
after all is said and done, this guy has come out and really is doing all of this in memory of those friends he lost. Has based his whole career off honoring the fallen soldiers of that day. Now we are, of course, looking at tag team action right now. The more experienced team of Jesse Neal and Shannon Moore. And I say more experienced, Taz, because Kiyoshi and Okada have never before teamed.
Well, yeah, that might be surprising to some folks, being that they're both from the land of the rising sun, which for those who don't know what that is Japan. So, I would definitely say you got to make the favorite in this match right here, Ink. But right now, Okada getting lit up by the hands of Shannon Moore.
Shannon Moore out of the North Carolina area. Certainly knows Jeff Hardy. He's been a very good friend of Jeff Hardy. And over the years, those two have really, their friendship has grown. And now here, both in TNA Wrestling. Look at this, great double team move.
I'm looking, I saw it. Oh, look at the cover.
And Jesse Neal goes for the cover. The more experienced one here, Okada, was actually trained by the Ultimo Dragon. Spent his first few years training in Mexico.
It's funny you said the Ultimo Dragon, because if you look at the mohawks of Jesse Neal, kind of Jesse Neal and Shannon Moore kind of reminds me of Ultimate Dragon. He had that, remember the mask with the mohawk type thing on the top, little gimmick?
Pointy mask, sure, absolutely.
You said the horny mask?
No, I said the pointy mask.
Horny mask.
Horny mask.
Yeah, well, talk to Orlando Jordan. Whoa, look at that.
There's a neck breaker. Jesse Neal goes for the cover. Okada on the inside, Kiyoshi on the outside. Tag team action here on TNA Xplosion. And since teaming together, Shannon Moore, no doubt, has brought up the game of Jesse Neal. The experience he's shared has really benefited Jesse Neal in a very short time.
Well, you can see, oof. Oh, look at Okada, wow. Oh, man, he lost his balance a little bit. Maybe he's drinking a little too much sake. Watch out,
And met there with just a great heads-up maneuver. Kiyoshi in the ring now, looking to finish off Jesse Neal. Can he do it? We're going to find out. Action to the floor. This match continues when we return back to Xplosion. Wow. Tag team action continues here on TNA Xplosion. It's Jesse Neal and Shannon Moore of Inc. taking on the team of Okada and Kiyoshi. Their first time teaming together here in TNA Wrestling. But Taz, as you have seen the tag team ranks, the competition heat up here in TNA Wrestling to the point where it's never been hotter. No surprise that Kiyoshi and Okada found each other as a tag team, and now
a little shenanigans tomfoolery right there. A little choking of the tape by Okada.
Ryan Stifler there.
Please, can I get one sentence out without interrupting me, for God's sakes?
Seven in a row.
Very sneaky and shady. That's a lot of tape my man's using.
Wow.
What do you got, a sports authority get all that? Where do you get that?
I don't know where he got that.
It's like black toilet paper. And as you can see right there, Kiyoshi's a big fan of lightning.
That's right.
See on the back of his, if we can get a shot of Kiyoshi's rear end, you'll see it says lightning on the back.
Well, we can do
director Dave Sahadi can do that. I know he's always got tight shots going on. It says lightning on the back of, you'll see it some other time. But anyway, there it goes. Look, lightning.
There it is. Yeah.
He likes lightning.
He sure does. And that's probably because he's lightning quick, lightning fast.
You think that's what it is? Well, it doesn't mean it's love life. But anyway, look right to the abdomen region of Shannon Moore, or I should say Jesse Neal. Oh.
2 count, not enough to get the pin. And these two so far, seems like they've been teaming a while.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, JB. You had a pretty good thought there. That happens sometimes, but you know, definitely a good chemistry between Okada and Kiyoshi for sure.
Both very aware of each other's abilities, but first time teaming together, as we said. Never wrestled each other, first time in the ring.
Well, don't you think maybe they've talked to each other about the match and let's work on some teamwork, double team maneuvers, and all that right there? Don't you think they probably had a little chat, right?
Oh, I'm sure they conversed. Absolutely, there's a big boot.
Jesse might not be chatting with no one after that kick. Look at this. Oh, wow. Way to snap somebody's neck there. Watch, Okada's got some bad intentions on his mind.
Oh, wow.
Oh, these guys are, they're going right for the head. Referee Brian Stifler saw that cheating maneuver there. Maybe it's Maybe it's a communication problem between the referee. We know Stifler speaks a lot of languages, but not Japanese, that much I know.
Not very well. He
looks like a Martian, or he might speak Martian.
And one thing we know about
maybe not.
The team of Kiyoshi and Liger so far.
Liger?
Actually,
Jushin Thunder Liger?
Trained by him, yeah.
Where is Liger?
He was trained Okada.
I wrestled Liger? Okay.
From the top, a drop kick.
That's a missile drop kick. Well placed right in the pectoral region of Okada. Got to make the tag, Mr. Neal to Mr. Moore.
Crowd solidly behind the team of Shannon Moore and Jesse Neal. Can he make the tag? Shannon Moore on the outside. Here comes Kiyoshi. Here comes Shannon Moore.
Oh, talk about lightning quick Shannon Moore is. That drop kick, jumping spin kick. Shannon Moore, the proverbial house on fire, baby. Yellow tilt-a-whirl, you can see that coming. Tilt-a-whirl head scissor. Snapmare cover. Oh! It's called play-by-play, son.
That's how you do it, huh, Taz? One thing we know for sure about Shannon Moore, not afraid to share the experience in similar ways that, oh, wait a minute, to the top now. We've seen this.
How quick he is, man. Look at that moonsault. Oh, got him.
Landed perfectly. Count broken up by Okada.
I like this team of Okada and Kiyoshi. Tell you, they're looking pretty good. They really are. Except for that part right there. Oh!
Wow, what a drop. All the way to the floor. Shannon Moore thrown out now by Kiyoshi. Sizing up Jesse Neal.
Oof. Just missed that. Uh-oh. Jesse showing some power. Look at Shannon.
Twisting neck breaker from the top. Shannon Moore makes the count.
Here are your winners, Ink Inc.
And Ink Inc victorious in this tag team matchup here on Xplosion. And as Okada and Kiyoshi enter the tag team ranks, they find out quickly how competitive it is right now here in TNA Wrestling. More great action continues when we come back. Ink Inc, your winners on Xplosion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, Okada.
And we are off and running our opening contest here on TNA Xplosion, featuring two international superstars. This gentleman coming to us from Tokyo, Japan, born originally in Aichi, Japan, Kazuchika Okada, his full name, as he steps into action this week on TNA Xplosion.
And his opponent, from Swansea, Wales, UK, he is the Freak, Rob Terry.
And Taz, what can you say about the Freak, Rob Terry? What a year it's been for him here at TNA Wrestling, making a name for himself all over the world, and you can bet his hometown fans back near Cardiff, Wales are very proud of the accomplishments of this man, the Freak, Rob Terry.
Yeah, I would assume that's a correct statement. Rob Terry, seems like he might have missed a few workouts in the gym. He looks a little smooth right there.
Wow.
See?
What a physical specimen, to say the least.
That's great. You made a statement on Okada's entrance that he's two international superstars. Isn't that what you said?
That's correct, sir.
I'm a little confused. How is it international? Depends where we're from. Like to us as Americans, yeah, it's international, but to them it's not. If you live in Wales or if you live in Tokyo, these guys aren't international superstars.
Well, I'll tell you this much, Taz. When you compete with somebody from another company, you know, of course, Okada from New Japan Pro Wrestling coming over to TNA Wrestling, you really, I think that puts you at a disadvantage as far as knowledge goes. The style, vastly different. Taz, as you faced many international competitors over the years.
You didn't even answer my question. You did not answer the question. You said they were international. I'm going to digress. I'm not going to give you a hard time. I'm in a little bit of a bad mood, but I'll be all right.
You be all right, Taz?
I think so.
Well, I'll tell you what. One thing we know for sure, that when you have a situation like we have here in TNA Wrestling with everybody vying for the top spot, Jeff Hardy, the World Heavyweight Champion, no matter if it's somebody from Japan like Rob Terry is facing, all the top superstars competing now for that shot at the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, life's about opportunity, and it's the same thing here in TNA. Opportunity to get your hands on, the TNA World title, or get an opportunity at it, or get an opportunity at the TNA X Division title or the TNA Tag Team titles. Opportunity. Got to make the most of it when it comes.
Absolutely. And Okada, who, by the way, today celebrating his 23rd birthday.
Wow, that's great. You're really on top of people's birthdays, huh? You're big into the birthday thing.
Celebration may be in order, but a real celebration.
He loves to shake hands and bow, and then he just kicks you in the stomach. I like that in Okada.
Trained by the Ultimo Dragon, who I don't believe taught him that maneuver.
Well, you don't know that for sure. How do you know? Why, you're buddies with Ultimo Dragon? Great competitor.
Pals, sure. And we're coming up on a year for TNA Wrestling as far as Okada's involvement. and really has progressed as a competitor since arriving on the scene in February of this year.
Well, very impressive athlete, in-ring wrestler is Okada. Comes out of that New Japan dojo, man. I mean, nothing but, you can't help but get good.
And certainly, Okada knows he has his work cut out for him. Outsized, certainly outstrength.
Got to keep the big man down, and that's what Okada's doing. Keeping the big powerhouse, the muscle man himself, the freak Rob Terry, keep him on the mat.
And Rob Terry, since losing the TNA Global Championship, really thought it was time to kind of regroup here in TNA Wrestling. And Taz, after you do something like you lose a championship, it's sometimes best to take a look back and see what the future looks like.
Easy for you to say. All right.
And reassess where it's going from here. We are coming back. Rob Terry and Okada, one-on-one action here on TNA Xplosion. We are back. It is the Japanese sensation Okada going one-on-one with the native of Wales, Rob Terry, here on TNA Xplosion. Yet to come tonight, we're going to see some great TNA knockouts in action. Can't wait to see Serena versus Taylor Wilde. Fasten your seatbelts for that one. No love lost between those ladies, Taz.
Nope, not at all. But right now, Okada, he's got that Otto Fonzarelli DA-type hairdo going on. He's got all the pressure in the world on top of Rob Terry. I'm a big knockouts fan. You know that. I love all the knockouts. You know that.
You can't beat the competition.
No, you can't. You can't beat on it, no doubt.
The ladies in TNA Wrestling, second to none.
Yep, that's why they're called knockouts. They're hot looking. They're knockouts in that regard, and from a physicality standpoint. Speaking of physicality, the freak Rob Terry getting to a vertical base and pounding his way out of Okada's chin lock. Drop kick there, huh?
He certainly does. And certainly when you look at the, here's a cover. Rob Terry, whoa, look at the strength.
Yeah, that bench press-like kick out. Bench press is when there's weight in your chest and you push it up.
I've seen that. And Okada, who has been training with the Motor City Machine Guns, who have a big taste for the Japanese style. They love that style.
Yeah, no, they certainly do. They have that Japanese style, and right now, Rob Terry has that powerhouse style with those clotheslines.
And here's where the strength, the conditioning comes into play for Rob Terry. It's one thing to be that big, Taz. It's another thing to know how to utilize that size to your advantage.
You're not kidding. Rob Terry, he can build up a lot of speed real quick in a short burst.
And has him up now. There's another demonstration of that strength. And that agility, dropping an elbow. Here's a cover.
Well, Rob's got those big quads and his hamstrings, his glutes, his legs. Is so powerful. He can gets a good vertical, leap. An explosive, and right there, that jawbreaker by Okada. Here we go, Okada. Oh, almost got it. Rob Terry rolled the shoulder out.
Third man in, referee Jackson James, almost counting, almost getting the 3 count for Okada.
Should his name be the other way, James Jackson?
Oof! Or just go with one name like you did.
Yeah, Jackson, Sting, Taz. Here we go, Okada. One name. He's got one name, too.
To the top rope. High. Drop kick does not connect.
Yeah, missed a massive missile drop kick. And the freak, my man's powering up. Looks like he's going to explode.
All right, here it comes.
Freak buster, buddy. Freak buster.
Could that be it? And Rob Terry gets the 3 count.
The freak, Rob Terry.
The freak is back and in a big way, delivering a devastating win over Okada this week on TNA Xplosion.
Well, Okada had an excellent showing, though, JB. Excellent job by Okada.
And we have the TNA knockout, Serena versus Taylor Wilde, yet to come this week on TNA Xplosion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, Okada.
Okada, man, that's my Japanese homeboy right there.
Certainly is, Taz, trained under the tutelage of the Great Muta.
Oh, yes. I never wrestled the Great Muta, but I know him very well.
And you have been over to Japan many times.
I have. I've been on many cards with Muta, but I never competed against him. If I did, I probably would have beat him.
Knows how to train somebody, that's for sure, with Okada.
And his opponent, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, representing EV2, Stevie Richards.
Representing EV2. Come on, Val. Is there an EV2 left?
Well, I mean, as long as Tommy Dreamer is breathing the same air we breathe, there is an EV2.
It's more like EV-0.
Well, slim pickings. There's certainly a case to be made for that, Taz, but you know, you can't damper the spirit. You can't damper the heart
Of Stevie,
of Tommy Dreamer.
That's his name, Tommy Dreamer. Yeah, I know. No, I'm not talking about their heart. I'm talking about the group itself. Saying they've got some EV2. There's no more EV2. I would think, right? When you say this, it's still alive.
Well, I'll tell you what. To me, as far as Tommy Dreamer's here, as far as you're here,
I'm not part of this.
I know you're not part of it, but there's certainly a memory that needs to be acknowledged.
The memories that I haven't happened. You got to think the memories are the new things that are about to happen. I don't even know what the hell that means, but I tried to say something that was cool and didn't come out right.
I almost believe it. Stevie Richards and Okada, first time tying up in a TNA ring this week on Xplosion. Both men very quick, about evenly matched as far as size. Stevie Richards with a much broader experience background.
Yeah, I like Okada. I like this man's style. I like his in-ring ability. As you said, trained in those dojos, New Japan Pro Wrestler, the Great Muta. You know you're coming to a great legacy there. But as you said, the experience, Stevie Richards, a couple arm drags into an arm bar. Experienced man has the advantage.
Looking forward to, just after the new year, heading over to Japan with several of the TNA stars. I know that are going to be heading over there. Going to be great to be part of the Tokyo Dome. January 4th. Yeah, absolutely.
Massive, massive event. They're letting you out that show, huh? You going to be there?
Oh, yeah. Big time over Japan.
You're big in Japan.
Very big. Stevie Richards with an armbar on Okada, who since arriving here to TNA Wrestling has had some great matchups. Really has looking to make an impact and looking to attain some championship gold. Stevie Richards, a great stepping stone to a title shot down the road for sure. There's a big chop by Stevie Richards.
You just said Stevie Richards is a stepping stone? Is that what you just said?
Would be a stepping stone to a title shot.
So you just complimented Stevie Richards, then you called him a stepping stone.
If you beat Stevie Richards, in my opinion, you're due for a title shot, absolutely.
You're out of your mind. You are out of your mind. We're going to pick this up after the break.
I have an issue to contend with.
Yes, right.
Absolutely. Okada and Stevie Richards continues when we come back. It's TNA Xplosion. It's Okada with the upper hand on Stevie Richards.
So you said before we went to break that Stevie Richards would be a great stepping stone for Okada to go towards the TNA World title. That's what you said.
I would think so, yes.
You're out of your mind. Stevie Richards, is he in the top 5 contenders right now?
I don't
know. You obviously haven't looked at our ranking system. Hello?
I have not looked at the ranking system. You're correct there. But I'll tell you this much. In my game, in my eyes, after the match he had with AJ Styles recently, the TNA television champion.
Who's he? Stevie?
Stevie Richards. Right. Great toe-to-toe action.
I love
took
Stevie.
It to the limit.
I love Stevie as a competitor. I respect the man. I've wrestled the man. I know the man. I respect the hell out of Stevie Richards. I just don't think at this point that Stevie, getting a victory on Stevie, would mean that you're in line for a title shot for the TNA World title. I just think that's an asinine comment from me. That's just my opinion.
That's what your opinion is. Well, you tell that to Okada if he gets the win. Here's a cover. Jackson James right there to make the 3 count if it happened. I'll tell you what, that man is right on the ball.
What?
Jackson James.
He's on the ball because he would have do his job and hit the 3 count?
He's the best.
He's the best.
I think so. He's one of the best up-and-coming referees ever.
Brother, you are becoming the master of the overstatement. That's what you become.
I like the kid. What can I say?
I like Jackson James as a referee. He's refereed some big matches in a short time here, trying to impress a lot of the brass here in TNA, which will be immortal. And I mean, we saw recently on Impact that Fortune basically beat the daylights out of Jackson James. Robert Roode got upset. Felt like some blown calls in a 4-way tag match. You with me?
I'm thinking at the same time, Okada trying to make an impact with TNA management as well. and trying to...
Are you Okada's agent? Are you his manager, his agent? What is the deal here with this?
I'm a big fan.
What is he getting into the Sobe noodle houses in Japan to get you cut the line with him? Is that what the deal is?
Well, he's got 2 on Stevie Richards. Third. Oh, not so fast.
Yeah, Stevie trying to fire up. Stevie's always in great condition. He does that training system, the PRX TXAR. He's always training at all times, He's always running up and down. Goes to Mount Fiji, runs up and down, training treadmill shots, up tilt shots.
He's got the iPad, the iPhone. He's got everything there, all the necessary tools. There's a sleeper hold reversal by Stevie Richards on Okada, but quickly Okada, belly to back suplex.
Nice way to shut down Stevie, might get him. Oh, almost got the win right there to Okada. Stevie's got a little too much intestinal fortitude to lay there for a 3 count.
And now sizing up Stevie Richards, who has made several trips to Japan himself over the years.
I missed what he said.
You speak Japanese?
I speak a plethora of Japanese. Okay?
Go ahead, let's hear some.
Yeah, I know the bad words.
Sashimi, sushi,
dim sum, yeah. You know how to count in Japanese?
I.
Ich, ni, son, shi, go, roko, sichi, achi, ku, ju. That's correct, by the way.
Very impressive, Taz. Here we go. Right hand stops Okada in his tracks to the midsection.
Look at Stevie now. Trying to fire up and doing a good job. He's got Okada reeling and rocking. Boom! Look at that. Big haymaker. Nice.
And that's where the conditioning comes into play. You'd be hard-pressed to find a guy in better shape.
Oh, no doubt about that.
And Stevie Richards, hours upon hours in the gym.
Training at all times.
There's a side slam. Stevie Richards, almost a 3 count. And you talk about that kind of training, that kind of intensity. You know,
well, I think the big thing with Stevie's career, once he got, and he kind of got rid of, he dropped his doctorate, and he stopped being a doctor, he just became a better wrestler, let's be honest.
More focused.
Wait a minute.
Look at this.
Oh, my God.
Okada, wait a minute. Oh, what a neck breaker.
On a man with a surgically repaired neck, he's got him.
So close, and Stevie Richards took a hellacious style splash from AJ Styles several weeks back and has not been the same since.
And this man has had neck surgery, Stevie. So, as you pointed out, the style splash, and then Okada with that high impact maneuver on the neck. Now a full Nelson. Stevie realizes he was in harm's way. He breaks it, goes for the Stevie kick, back to the full Nelson, all dragged out of it. Oh, there's the kick.
TV kick on Okada. That's gonna do it.
Here is your winner, Stevie Richards.
Wow, excellent matchup by both men there. Good outing by Okada. Stevie gets the Duke.
Certainly was impressive showing by both men. But in the end, it was Stevie Richards getting his hand raised by the referee and getting the win in the win column. Impressive victory for Stevie Richards this week on TNA Xplosion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tokyo, Japan, Okato.
Oh, I say Okato, you say Okato. Hey, I hear you. It's all good.
It is all good. I'll tell you what, no matter what you call him, this guy is an unbelievable athlete. And seeing him compete, not only trained by the great Muda in Japan, certainly.
That in itself is very impressive.
A man who has gone slowly but surely up the ranks of TNA Wrestling, incorporating a new style, and certainly now has trained under a new style, if you will. I found out a little bit of information, did my homework on this. I'm going to tell you about that in just a second.
You did homework. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I did homework. What are you saying?
Okay, odd. I heard you never do homework. I don't know.
And his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Magnus, proudly representing the United Kingdom, Douglas Williams.
homeboy Magnus, I believe, is going to join us for guest commentary here. He's got his blazer on.
You know, I kind of, well, I'm excited about this for a number of reasons.
Why? Because you're a metrosexual like this guy?
Well, I just got back from the United Kingdom with this guy.
Yeah.
And we tore it up. I'm telling you, we had a great time in the United Kingdom. He, you know, he's really the man in this place.
Oh, good evening, guys. Of course. Good evening, my friend.
How are we?
How are we? We're excellent. JB was just putting himself over, saying he hangs out with on the road.
What else is new? Well, right off the bat, guys, I want to clear something up.
Yes. Okay.
We've been talking about the royal wedding. Everyone's been going on about it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want to clear up a rumor that's been going around all over the world. It's vicious.
Okay.
I was not at the royal wedding, and it was not because I slept with Kate Middleton's sister.
Oh, what's her name? Fergie? Bergie?
We were up all night, if you have. But anyway, I digress. There is a tremendous match taking place in the ring right now.
Yes.
I take it, JB.
Yes.
Certainly is. Douglas Williams, your tag team partner in the British Invasion, going up against Okada, who, by the way, Taz has been telling me.
JB.
Has been telling me he has now been training with a sumo style of professional wrestling. We're going to see it incorporated. He told me this.
JB, why would you point that towards me? And I mean, our fellow competitor here, and Magnus is an in-ring competitor, he's a TNA superstar. He knows about it. And he sorts of grappling, right?
Jay Bizzle, we're friends, we hang out from time to time, but nobody knows more about different, diverse styles of wrestling than my good friend and esteemed colleague, Taz.
Yes, thank you, sir.
And my tag team partner, Douglas Williams.
So
that means nothing to me, it means nothing to Doug that he's been training some sumo. What is this?
Well, this is what JB was referring to.
He's just wasting time is what he's doing.
Well, he might have been picking a spot, but yeah, I see. You're right, because then your partner,
look at the smarts of Doug Williams. You see that?
Well, we're going to see how this match plays out. They're on the floor right now. Douglas Williams. Boom! TNA Xplosion when we return. We are back, one-on-one singles action here on TNA Xplosion. It's Douglas Williams versus Okato. We are joined here at the announce table with Magnus, the tag team partner of Douglas Williams.
Yes, indeed, and
I like this. This is like a GQ. Would you get this, like a GQ jacket?
I couldn't tell you. You probably wouldn't know it, but
probably wouldn't.
Doug Williams in firm control here, right in front of all these fine fillies in the front row. I call them Mag's mamas.
Fillies. That's like a tomato, right?
Have you noticed how the the more the Mag Daddy's on the screen, the more and more fine fillies are in the audience?
I'm just starting to notice. You're a little full of yourself. I like that about you.
You're just starting to notice.
Just starting to pick up on this, bro. I got to tell you.
I get you.
I'll tell you what, Magnus and I did a tweet and greet in Nottingham, England recently, and the ladies showed up in droves.
They showed up in droves, and I believe we set an all-time tweet and greet.
I'll call the cover.
Record.
I'll call the cover because the play-by-play guy's not. He put himself over. But right there, Doug Williams almost got a victory. And JB, what's the deal? So you hang around Magnus? Is it like leftovers? Is that what you're looking for? Like
no, the man alone, I'm saying, draws a huge audience anywhere he goes.
But so that's why you hang around.
All-time tweet and greet attendance record, the Mag Daddy in Nottingham.
That's a true story.
We rocked Rock City too, right?
Really?
We sure did, yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what,
we did.
One thing about Douglas Williams, a 14-year veteran, a man who has seen it all.
Let me interrupt you while you're talking. What is the previous tweet and greet attendance record? What is that?
Don't you worry about that,
No,
Taz. What you should worry about is Doug Williams has a tremendous hold applied here, putting a tremendous amount of pressure on the intercostals. That's right, be the lats. I mean,
yes, it's near the lats. It's under the latimus dorsi.
Yeah, some people don't know the difference between lats and back, but we won't go into that right now.
We will not go into that. I can get into the whole thing if you like later, but not now.
Putting a tremendous amount of pressure. Now he's going for a suplex.
So you're going to give us any more? Are you going to tell us any more?
I can play by play. I can color. I can do
Why don't you give us a little insight as to what you and Douglas Williams have in store for the World Tag Team Champions beer money, as you guys have now reformed, have now reunited, and are looking to climb the ranks?
Well, you know, we have a long and storied history with beer money, and I'm not going to take anything away from them. They're a tremendous team. But Doug Williams and I, you know, we are a cohesive unit, and we are back stronger and better than ever.
Good gut-wrench suplex there. Beautiful. Where he popped his hips. Quick hands by Doug Williams.
But he hits that gut wrench better than Dougie.
Very impressive throw.
And there's no question the experience factor for Douglas Williams, something you have gleaned a lot of knowledge from this man.
Absolutely. I mean, me and Doug, like, what a dynamic you're talking about here. I mean,
Why?
He's a multiple-year veteran, a ground and pound submission wrestler.
Right.
And then you talk about the flamboyance and the power game. And I'm a tremendous athlete, and there's no doubt about that. You know that. I've heard you tell me, Ted.
I've told people, I've told the world the type of athlete you are. And that's the truth. That's the truth. You really are.
Big knee by
Vintage
Douglas Williams. In the corner now, climbing to the top rope.
And look at Okato.
That was a closed fist.
Well, that's part of the game. You know, you got to punch a guy in the face sometimes.
It's not part of the game. The name of the game is wrestling.
Yeah,
Wrestling matters.
Well, I understand. Wrestling does matter. That's how
Here we
it
go.
rolls.
Here comes the wrestler's wrestler, Douglas Williams. Boom. Eat that, Okada.
Big elbow from the top. Here's a cover. Brian Hebner
Well,
with
that was a 3 count.
Come on now. If you want to do color, you can't sit here and insult the people's intelligence. You're smarter than that, Magnus. It wasn't a 3 count.
People's intelligence.
You said that before it was even two.
That's
Unbelievable. Wait a minute here. We've seen this before. In the corner, not going to connect to the chaos theory. Okato doing his homework.
Oh! Nice. Wow, that was pretty impressive right there by Okato. Turning point in the match. Doug Williams has got to try to get to a vertical base and beat Okato to the punch.
Yeah, I like Okato's jacket. I'm not going to take anything away from that.
Jacket? He's not wearing a
I don't know
jacket.
where he's got that from. It's right there on the corner, look.
Who's looking at the corner? Looking at us now. He's got a jacket on the corner.
I'm very style conscious, my friend. Look at
Yeah,
that.
but you got to look at the monitor, son.
take a
Actually, you got to
closer
look at over here.
I'm confused. There's a,
That's-
Jack. Yeah,
at least that's consistent.
In fact, I'm going to go and take a closer look.
Wait a minute, where are you going?
He said he's going to take a look at the jacket. He's obsessed.
It's a nice jacket, but
He's obsessed with fashion. Look at the guy. He's a freak.
I went shopping with him in Kensington, and it was outrageous.
He held his bags. Right now, Okato, he's getting into this ceremonial type of sumo stance here. He's going to be explosive, I'm sure, out of this thing. Or
oh, wow, right, left into the corner.
palm strikes, that's the word you're looking for, palm strikes.
And a big clothesline takes down Douglas Williams. Meanwhile, Magnus has not even looked at that jacket once.
Wait a minute.
He's down.
He lied? No.
There he is. Now he's looking at it. Okay.
Now he's touching it. Let's do it like it's radio. Stealing a man's jacket, huh?
Well, appears to be silk gold. Wait a minute.
Is that velvet?
Chaos Theory. Suplex. Here's a cover. 2. And that does it.
Here's your winner, Douglas Williams.
Well, either Magnus is the fashion police or that was a ruse, a setup, a distraction, and one that proved to be successful.
What do you think it is?
There goes the ladder.
Yeah, me too.
Well, he has it on now, too. It's not even his size, I would say. Victorious nonetheless, Magnus, the assist. Douglas Williams gets the win. Here.
Next match in the Xplosion Championship Challenge. We've got